What's up guys, it's Cobalt here and welcome back to another video. Today's video might be a little bit on the longer side because I actually have two different new G7 sets to open with you guys. One is the one that you can see behind me here, and the other one is a pretty large collector set from Amazon. The Amazon one, which I'll show in a minute, I did end up purchasing myself. It's around $50 US, and even without opening it, I can already kind of feel that I don't think that's worth it in my personal opinion. But this set behind me here was sent to me by BasicFun, so thank you so much to them. I'll be putting links down below in the description in case you want to purchase these sets for yourself. But without further ado, let's get right on into it. So here are both of the sets that we'll be looking at in today's video. The large one is the one that I mentioned from Amazon, and then we have the smaller one with this black lucky cat. The reason why I'm pairing both of these sets together is because the larger set actually swaps out this black cat for a pink short hair cat, making her an exclusive, but I definitely feel like all 5 of these pets belong together. So I'm actually going to start off with the smaller set and then we'll move on to the big one. So here's how it looks. This type of set is called Sweet and Stylish. This is again from series 4, and this specific LPS is number 260. I think she's definitely my favorite one from this line, which is why I'm kind of sad that she doesn't come in the big set. I feel like she should have still been included and then the short hair cat was just added in on top of that. But as you can see, these sets only have one LPS, but then a ton of new cute accessories. In case you're curious, here's what the bottom of the pack looks like. You can see she is an ES pet, and here is the sides and the back. Same kind of fancy, fashionable theming that the new blind boxes have. And here are all 4 of the normal LPS. Again, the short hair cat not included here because she only comes in the larger set. But you can get the dachshund, the crouching cat, the dalmatian, and the lucky cat here. Like I said, I think she's my favorite, but this one's probably a close second. In general, I'm not sure if I'm necessarily a huge fan of these LPS, but they are very reminiscent of the postcard pets from G2, which is pretty cool to see. For those of us in the US, by the time you're watching this video, this set might not necessarily be available yet, but the Amazon set is already available. So if you do want to purchase that, you can find a link down below in the description. So I actually didn't realize this to begin with, but upon opening it, there's like a little room inside this box, which is super cute. I love packaging that can easily be reused and repurposed. So I'll probably cut off this part with the window here, but I will definitely be saving this interior part. And with the pet taken out, here is a closer look at what that looks like. And I really like the windows here on the side and the picture frames. I think this is adorable. Here is the card for this kitty. I think the backdrop and the coloration of the card is really cute and definitely fits her a lot. Like I mentioned earlier, she is number 260, and then she is also sassiest, level 3, and core. Alright, and here is our LPS and all of her accessories. As always, I'm going to start off by talking about the accessories. Like I said, she comes with quite a few. Once this set actually starts hitting store shelves here in the US, I'm not entirely sure what the pricing will be, but based on what I've seen from the Canadian version, I'm guessing it'll be around the same price as the pet pairs. But as for the accessories, she comes with this little strawberry cake, a boba drink. This one looks like it's ube flavored perhaps. This is a brand new accessory for G7, and I gotta say, this is so cute. I absolutely love this. The clear plastic looks really good. The interior, especially right here, I don't really know what's going on with that. That's a little bit strange, but I think this is a really fun accessory, and I love the addition of this to this wave. It's obviously very fitting for what we have here. Then we got this little skirt or like ruffled collar. We got a purple donut. We got this little teddy bear. So this is another new accessory for G7, and there were quite a few teddy bear accessories back in the G2 era, but this is an entirely new sculpt. I think he's pretty cute, and I definitely like the color of it. And then there is this little blueberry cake, and then the accessory that I am the most hyped for is this little phone. Miniature phones are kind of a staple for LPS tube videos, especially when everybody was making high school series, so seeing this as an official Littlest Pet Shop accessory is honestly really cool. I like the translucent glittery phone case. I think that's fun. I love like the really tiny little details on here. There's a little bone and a paw. It says LPS, of course. I think this is so cute. Probably one of the best new original accessories that BasicFun has made. I do think it's kind of large though in comparison to the LPS, and I feel that way about a lot of accessories, that I would like them scaled down ever so slightly. And then we have these 2 accessories. So honestly, I haven't really opened very many of the new sets for the foodies and fashionistas theme, so I haven't really gotten the chance to look at these kinds of accessories yet. And at first glance, they definitely look like things that would just be handmade and that somebody would create for their Littlest Pet Shops by themselves. So the fact that they come in like an officially released LPS set is very interesting to me. So we have this little necklace. You can see the way that it's made. It's got like this clear string, and it actually has like a necklace clasp back here, which I assume makes it pretty easy to put on. But again, this seems like it's going to be really big for the LPS. And then here's the bow. It's made of like a ribbon. It's got this little gem sewn on here, and then the pink elastic, which I think will definitely hold hold up over time a lot better than a normal rubber band. So I'll put those on our cat in a second, but let's actually take a look at her and see how her quality is. So I don't think there's been too many black LPS and G7s so far, but based on her design with the black and white, she's definitely giving off serious orca vibes, which I think is kind of cool. And then she's got these swirly patterns and these stars. I really like the stars. I think her eyes look great, and I love the stars in them. Super, super cute. So in general, I do like this pet, but I don't know what that is. And as you can see, she obviously does have some defects with the paint, mostly around the edges between the black and the white markings, but none of it is super distracting from her design, so I think it's okay. And comparing her to her card image, I feel like she looks pretty faithful, except for maybe, again, the white marking on her face. But her eyes, I do think look really good. So let's put her clothes on. Yeah, this necklace is giant. Oh my god. Okay, based on how long that took me to put on, I don't think a child is gonna have a very easy time doing that. But here's how she looks. I think the bow is really cute. I actually do really like the bow, even if it's a little large. I don't think I like the necklace though. Like, it's cute in theory, but it's giant, and on this LPS in particular, because of like her paw position, it doesn't really fit. So I see what they're going for. If the beads were a lot smaller, I think that it could be cuter, but personally, I love the original LPS collars. Like this, for example, this is a G2 pet with a G2 collar. This was peak, and I would love BasicFun to bring this back. So please, everybody, comment down below and say bring back the original LPS collars, because this ain't it. But now it's time to take a look at the big set. So this is actually fully covered, obviously ordering it online. You also can't see what you're getting, and I have not looked at the pets in here because I wanted to save my reaction for this video in case one of them looks crazy. But there you can see the exclusive short hair cat to this set. I don't really like her, and for pets, even if there's a bunch of accessories for $50, I don't necessarily think is worth it, but maybe seeing them in person will change my mind. This is the Sweet and Stylish 4-pack collection, and this is what the back of the box looks like. I actually do think that this is really cute. Oh, the dachshund does not look good. Okay, so again, we have the theming with like the little play area here and then the different rooms. I think that's really cute. I'm gonna start taking everybody out so you can see the way the packaging looks like. Oh man, and we don't even get a card for every single pet. I was really hoping that we'd get all the cards, because usually with the collector sets we do, but we only got her. She is number 261, fanciest, level 3, and core. Honestly though, kind of happy that we did get this one, just so that I can compare the LPS to the card, because it's not looking good so far, you guys. But here are all the rooms. We have this one that kind of looks like a pet store perhaps, this one with a mirror and like a wardrobe setup, this one that looks similar to the one that the Lucky Cat came in but is a little different. Maybe this one's like a cafe or a gym lobby, and then this one which looks like a little shop, and the stuffed animals are so cute. Oh my god. So yeah, I do really like this aspect of the box. Anytime packaging can be reused like this and turned into a playset, I think is really cool, because that's always something that I personally really loved as a kid, and it helps promote recycling, so huge supporter of that. But because this is still just made of cardboard, I still don't think that it warrants the price. So let's take a look at all of the pets and the accessories, because while there's only 4 pets, there's going to be a lot of accessories. All right, so here are all 4 Littlest Pet Shops and their respective accessory pile. I decided to just put them all out together because a lot of them do have repeat accessories that are just recolors of each other, but they do have some accessories that are unique to each pet, which is cool, and each pet sort of has like a corresponding accessory color. So the dachshund mostly has yellow, the crouching cat mostly has pink, the dalmatian mostly has blue, and then I'll be honest, the short hair cat is kind of all over the place. She has a lot of teal and purple, but they all do fit with the color palettes that each LPS has. So I'm gonna go through each of them in this order and start off with the dachshund. Taking a look at her accessories first, here is her boba drink. I don't know what kind of boba is this color, maybe like honey flavor or something. Then she has a yellow and pink donut. She's got a little yellow dog bone, another ruffly dress, another teddy bear, this little chocolate brownie, and then here's her phone. It is a glittery yellow color, so all the cases are different, but all the printed images are the same. And then here are her outfit accessories. She has a yellow and pink bow, and then the same type of necklace, but with the yellow coloration. I'm not going to bother putting the necklace on because it's too hard, but I will put the bow on after we take a look at what this pet looks like. And guys, she's looking rough. She did not have a good makeup day this morning, especially when you compare it to the card. This is somebody else. Who is this? Her gradients are pretty much non-existent. There's a little bit of feathering on the edges, but to me that that looks more like a mistake than a gradient. So gradient wise, probably one of the worst that I've seen. Sometimes G7 has popped off the gradients, but most of the time I think that they should just stay away from them because they don't have the proper technology to make them look good. Her eyeshadow is supposed to have a gradient as well. I think it's like okay there. It doesn't look too awful. And then you can see this dachshund also does have the problem with the neck sticking up too far. Printing wise, like everything's in the right place. Her nose is printed correctly, her eyes are printed correctly, and I think the eyes look pretty decent. I do really like the color of them. Then again, the little design on her head is printed too high up, so you can't really see it at all. But the design on her back and her ears, it looks fine. She's just definitely my least favorite from the set, and I don't think I was necessarily expecting that, so that's kind of unfortunate. But let's see if dressing her up can fix her at all. Maybe. All right, so I'm gonna put her and all of her little goodies back here, and we will move on to the crouching cat, which, like I said, I think is my favorite from the set. She already looks so cute. We'll look at her accessories first. She has this little flower, which you can hook on to an LPS's ear, or honestly, you can use as a necklace as well. She has a crown. This is a really nostalgic accessory for me, and I don't think we've seen it in G7 yet. It's made from a very bendy, flexible material, so that will be really easy to put on. We have another pink teddy bear, but this time in a very pastel color. Here is her strawberry boba, the pink and red donut. She gets a little chocolate cake of some sort. And then this accessory, which I haven't seen, it's like a little cake roll with strawberries on it. This is so cute. I love this and I want to eat it right now. And then here is her phone with the sparkly pink case. And her two accessories, a hot pink bow with a blue heart, and then the necklace with some pink little pearls. And then here is what she looks like. Honestly, especially with the eyes, I think this is the best looking crouching cat so far. Because her eyes are printed very circular, she does not look very weird to me at all. Let me actually do a comparison with the original crouching cat for G7 because there's already a huge difference. Like, look at that, guys. Same exact mold, no alterations to the mold, but look at how much difference the way that the eyes are designed makes. Like, this is miles better than this one right here. If you're paying close attention, you might also notice that on the packaging she had green eyes, but with the official pet she has blue eyes, which honestly, as much as I love green-eyed LPS, I think the blue eyes are a lot more fitting for her. It really works well with her design. Her design is pretty cute. The printing is pretty spot on. Again, it's giving postcard pet, which is pretty cool to see. She's got the happiest eye symbol, and I don't know if this is a misprint or intentional, but guys, she has a little heart-shaped nose. That is so cute. It very well could be a misprint, but I honestly love it. And her paws are not painted on the bottom for some reason, which is a little bit weird, but overall, I really, really like her, and I gotta say, she probably will be my favorite from this video. Here's what she looks like with her little bow. I think that the bow looks the cutest on her so far as well, so I'll stick her back there as well. And now it's time for the Dalmatian, or Jack Russell. It's been used for both, but this is exciting because now we get all the accessories that are blue, which is my favorite color, obviously. So here is the unique original accessory for this one. It's a little chocolate bar. I'm pretty sure chocolate is poisonous for dogs, so interesting choice, but it is a cute accessory. Here's the teddy bear. Absolutely love this color. Then we got the dog bone, of course. We got a teal donut and a teal boba. Again, I don't know what flavor this would be because I don't think I've seen a drink that color before. And then here is the phone with the sparkly blue case. I'm gonna give this phone to Cobalt low-key. That matches perfectly. And then here are her outfit pieces, the blue necklace and the blue bow. I think with these little flowers here, this one definitely matches the pet the most because she literally has the same design on her forehead. And I think this design actually looks really cool. I really like it. I think maybe the spots on the ears are a little more out of place than these teardrops, but I think that's cute. The only other thing that I probably don't like about this LPS is the green eyeshadow. It's actually two different colors. On this side, it's more of a true green, and on this side, it's more of a yellow green. Don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but interesting choice. I do really like the color of this pet though, and I think the eyes aren't too bad. Seen worse, but definitely seen better as well. But let's get more blue LPS out here, you guys. I don't know why her back two paws are fully painted, but the front two ones aren't. Kind of weird. Oh, how do I put a bow on this LPS? Okay, there we go. She's rocking it. But now let's take a look at our exclusive LPS. Once again, all of the other pets that we already talked about will be coming in the single packs, just like this cat back here. But the only way to get the short hair cat is from this big set. But let's look at her accessories first, of course. So like I said, the colors are a little bit more all over the place. Here is her boba drink. She also has a little chocolate cake and another little fruit tart or cheesecake. This time, I assume it would be raspberry flavor. Here is her bear. So even though we clearly get repeat accessory, I'm glad that everything is a different color and a different design. Here is her donut. And then she gets one of these plastic necklaces which I'm not really a big fan of, but again, a step closer to the collars, I guess. She gets a purple phone, and here are her accessories. Here's her necklace, which actually I think is exactly the same as the one that the lucky cat got, but her bow is different. It's teal this time. And so here's the short hair cat. You guys already know how I feel about the G7 short hairs, and I think most of us agree. They do not look very good. She has a similar problem with the neck as the dachshund does, but I think it's a little bit better on this pet. Maybe this lightning bolt here kind of looks like hair, which I think is a little bit cute. It actually goes fully up on her head. Definitely does feel reminiscent of some past short hairs that we've got, and then she has the lightning bolts in the eyes as well. I don't like the lightning bolt eye shines, I'll be so honest, but as far as the shape of her eyes goes, I think that is printed very nicely, and I haven't really noticed any misprints with these pets. Obviously, the bad gradient, that's kind of a different story, but placement of the printing has been consistently good with all of these LPS. This LPS actually does have gradients. She has gradients from white to pink on her paws, and I think that's done very well. It's very soft looking. Her ears got some weird damage here. I'm not sure what that is. She has a gradient on her tail as well, and then the designs on her body are low-key, like all over the place. She's got a lot of lightning bolts and flowers, and then she has the eyeshadow as well, which I don't know if I'm crazy about. So I have very, very mixed feelings about this LPS, but at the end of the day, like, I don't even like the color pink, so I don't feel like I have much stake in liking this LPS. So definitely let me know what you guys think about her design wise and how you feel about her being an exclusive pet to this set. But let's put her bow on, and then we will look at all the LPS together one final time. All right, so here they all are. In the background, I've got the whole pile of accessories. There are so many. I am honestly really happy with the accessories that we've gotten. Like I said, I love the new boba accessories, and I love the new phone accessories. Those are going to be so awesome. As for the pets, my favorite is definitely the crouching cat. I knew she would be my favorite, and seeing her in person, she definitely is. But I also really like the lucky cat and the dalmatian here. I like this one actually a lot more than I was expecting to. And my least favorite is the dachshund for obvious reasons. If you guys want to leave your personal ranking of all of these pets down below in the comments, please do so. And if you've purchased any of these sets, let me know what the quality of yours was like and what you think of them overall. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you want to buy the 4-pack here, you can find the Amazon link to that down below in the description. I think I'm pretty comfortable saying that these pets are not worth $50, so maybe wait till Black Friday or till the price goes down. I did pay for them myself, even though BasicFun sent me this LPS for free. I did want to have all of these LPS in one video. Realistically, I think that $30 would probably be a much better price for these, because listen, I understand, even though it is only 4 pets and that will make them objectively more expensive either way, we do have the exclusive and they're all sort of like specialty designs, but the fact that all of the ones aside from the short hair cat will be available in single packs, that will probably be your best bet unless you're dying for the short hair cat for some reason. So again, let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. I love chatting with you guys about LPS stuff, and thank you once again to BasicFun for sending me this kitty right here. I love her so much, and thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you all in my next one. Bye!